They loved Rosewood summers best of all. Tomorrow morning, after they completed their last 7th grade final at Rosewood Day, the school they all attended, they would take part in the school's annual graduation pin ceremony. One by one, Principal Appleton would call each student's name, from kindergarten through 11th grade, and each student would receive a 24-karat gold pin. The girls' was in the shape of a gardenia, the boys' a horseshoe. After that, they would be released for 10 glorious weeks of tanning, cookouts, boating trips, and shopping excursions to Philly and New York. They couldn't wait. But the graduation ceremony wasn't the true rite of passage for Allie, Arias, Spencer, Emily, and Hannah. Summer wouldn't really start for them until tomorrow night, at their end of 7th grade slumber party. And the girls had a surprise for Allie that was going to make this summer's kickoff extra special. When the De Laurentiis' front door was finally flung open, Mrs. De Laurentiis stood before them, wearing a short, pale pink wrap dress that showed off her long, muscular, tanned calves. "Hello, girls," she said coolly. "Is Allie here?" Spencer asked. "She's upstairs, I think." Mrs. De Laurentiis stepped out of the way. "Go on up." Spencer led the group through the hall, her white pleated field hockey skirt swinging, her dirty blonde braid bouncing against the middle of her back. The girls loved Allie's house. It smelled like vanilla and fabric softener, just like Allie. Lush photographs of past De Laurentiis trips to Paris, Lisbon, and Lake Como lined the walls. There were plenty of photos of Allie and her brother Jason, from grade school on. The girls especially loved Allie's 2nd grade school picture. Allie's vibrant pink cardigan made her whole face glow. Back then, Allie's family had lived in Connecticut, and Allie's old private school hadn't required her to wear stuffy blue blazers for yearbook pictures like Rosewood Day did. Even as an 8-year-old, Allie was irresistibly cute. She had clear blue eyes, a heart-shaped face, adorable dimples, and a naughty yet charming expression, which made it impossible to stay mad at her. Spencer touched the bottom right corner of their favorite photo, the one of the 5 of them camping in the Poconos the previous July. They were all standing next to a giant canoe, drenched in murky lake water, grinning from ear to ear, as happy as 5 12-year-old best friends could be. Aria put her hand on top of Spencer's, Emily put her hand on top of Aria's, and Hannah piled her hand on last. They closed their eyes for a split second, hummed, and broke away. The girls had started the photo-touching habit when the picture first went up, a memento of their first summer of best friendship. They couldn't believe that Allie, the girl of Rosewood Day, had chosen the 4 of them as her inner circle. It was a little like being joined at the hip with an A-list celebrity. But admitting that would be, well, lame. Especially now. As they passed the living room, they noticed 2 graduation robes hanging on the knob of a French door. The white one was Allie's, and the more official-looking navy one was Jason's, who would be going on to Yale in the fall. The girls clasped their hands, excited to put on their own graduation gowns and berets, which Rosewood Day graduates had worn ever since the school had opened in 1897. Just then, they noticed a movement in the living room. Jason was sitting in the leather love seat, staring blankly at CNN. "Hey, Jason," Spencer called, waving. "Are you so psyched for tomorrow?" Jason glanced at them. He was the hot boy version of Allie, with buttery blonde hair and stunning blue eyes. He smirked and went back to the TV without saying a word. "Okay," the girls all murmured in unison. Jason had his hilarious side. He was the one who had invented the Not It game with his friends. The girls had borrowed and reinvented the game for their own uses, which mostly meant making fun of nerdier girls in their presence. But